Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a great Saturday. Today is our fun flow, so our intermediate class. We're going to be working on some wild yoga postures today. So kind of letting ourselves be loose and free and have a little fun. We will work on our wild thing pose at the end as well. So we're going to begin today in our child's pose. So you can come down, open up the knees nice and wide on the mat and bring the toes together behind you. And then just walk the hands out. Bring the chest to melt toward the ground and let the forehead come to the mat. Beginning here for a few breaths, just to let the body stretch out in a different way. Feel the little opening in the hips, the glutes, the ankles, and of course in the upper back right between the shoulder blades. Feel that breath traveling in through the lungs and then spreading out all the way into your fingertips. Expanding the lungs again. And feel it pressing down through the low back. Feel your legs against the mat. Spread the palms out wide. Let yourself relax and just come into this space. Maybe you want to walk the fingertips up a little bit further, deepening the stretch in the upper back. Maybe just making a commitment to yourself at the beginning of class here to hold no judgment as you move through your flow. Let yourself just have fun, experiment, challenge yourself, or just relax and take it easy, whatever your body needs today, really listening to that. Let's just take 2 more long breaths here. And then slowly walk the hands back. Coming all the way seated back onto the heels in a wide-legged hero's pose. Rolling shoulders back, open the chest, open the front of the throat to look up. Go ahead, release forward, coming into our tabletop. So onto your all fours. And we'll take our cat-cow, inhaling to round the belly and look up. And exhaling to arch the spine, press through the palms. Take a few rounds like this. Moving on your own breath, feeling? How's the spine feeling today? Let each vertebra move one at a time as you curl and uncurl. One more in each pose. And then let's sit it back again. So coming into a breathing exercise today to kind of fuel our wild thing fire, we're going to come to our lion breath and our lion's pose. So you're going to have the knees open like we did in our wide-legged child's pose. Put the toes together and spread your palms out wide. We're going to bring them down onto the thighs like the paws of the lion. You're going to push the chest forward, open the front of the throat. And this is the important part. Feel free to feel silly. It is a little bit silly, but very nice, energizing breath. So what we're going to do is open the eyes as wide as you can, stick your tongue out, and give a big exhale. Like the roaring lion. Take a big inhale, lift the chest a little more, let it out. Inhale in, exhale. Very good for the muscles in your face. Take it a couple more. And this is an energizing breath, a warming breath, unlike the others that cool and relax us. Let's take 2 more. Very nice. Breathe normally. Come back to hands and knees here, tabletop. And let's stretch the right leg out behind us. Bring the toes to the mat and give them a little press through to stretch the back of that leg. Giving the back a little more stretch. Let's take our next wild pose, lifting that leg into the air. We're going to bend the knee like the tail of a tiger. So this is tiger's pose. We're going to reach the left hand back. See if you could take a hold of that right foot. Lift the chest, lift the foot into the air. If you can't quite reach, you can grab a scarf, a sock, a strap to wrap around the foot and give you a little more space. Bring the knee down, press back child's pose, 3 breaths. As you're breathing, I'll grab a strap so I can demo for you if you need the assistance of your strap. And like I said, you could use a sock, even a rolled up t-shirt, anything you can loop around the foot. So on your next inhale, coming up, we're going to take it to the same side. So right leg comes out again, press through that heel. If you have a strap or a sock or something, bring it around the foot. All right, lifting up your tiger tail. Sorry, my strap isn't cooperating. Lifting the tiger tail so you can take a hold of the strap. The important thing is not to open your chest and hip like this. We're keeping it facing down, and then we lift forward. Bring it down. Press to child's pose. It's a big stretch in the back and in the quads. Inhale, lift it up. And we're taking left leg back, toes to the mat. Give a press through, stretch. Tiger pose, we lift the tail, bend that knee. reaching back with the right hand, take a hold of the foot and lift it up. Pull the leg into the air, pull the chest forward. Maybe take a lion's breath here. Channeling that tiger. Let it go. This time sitting back into your hero's pose. Take a big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, hands to the waist. And we're stepping forward, low lunge. Take a breath here. Take a little pulse if that feels good. Let's tuck the toes, lift that knee off, come to your high lunge. Big breath, reaching up. Exhale, fold it forward, hands around the foot. We're gonna step the left leg back, let it float in the air. Three-legged dog. Go ahead, rotate out that ankle. Bring the foot down, right leg lifts. Three-legged dog, rotate the ankle. Bend in the knee, bring the foot between the hands. Move to high lunge, let's reach up this time. Breathe, take a little pulse if it feels good. Let's see if we could lower without our hands. Use them if you need. Let's see if you could bring that knee to the mat and flatten the foot. Low lunge. Couple pulses here. Very nice. Bring the hands down. Bring that knee back in line. Stretching through the left leg again. Toes to the mat. Taking our tiger one more time on this side. Lift the tail. Bend the knee. Let's reach back for the foot. Once you have a hold, see if you can lift that chest open, lift the leg. Take a lion's breath. Very nice. Let the legs down. Let's tuck toes. Move all the way to our down dog. Go ahead, walk the feet out. Bend one knee at a time. Looking forward between the hands, we'll step or hop our way to the top. Release to a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhaling down. Go ahead, bend the knees from here. We're gonna let the hips drop toward the heels. Lift up into your toe balance. The chest is lifting up and the tailbone is pointing down. If you feel your belly resting on the thighs, think about lifting it all off. Like you're sitting in a chair. Very nice. Bring the hands in between the knees now. And we're gonna turn the knees to face out. So wiggle those toes open. This is a nice big hip opener. We're gonna take our balanced butterfly. Take it slow. If you need to leave the hands down, do. If you wanna test your balance. Very nice. Keeping that wild spirit. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. Let's close up the knees. Step or hop your way back. Press to down dog. Walk it out again. Very nice. Bring it to the middle. Walk the feet to the middle of the mat. You're in kind of a wide fold here. Hands are well in front. Drop the head. Think about pressing those heels down toward earth as much as you can. Hips are stacking over the ankles. Slowly walk the hands back toward the toes. Bring them onto the feet. We're going to tuck the hands right under the toes. So take a bend in the knees if you need. Drop the head. Soft bend in the knees. Roll your way up to the top. Let's take mountain. Roll the shoulders back. Open up the throat. Inhale, reach it up. We'll take a little funky tree pose. So hands to the heart. Open up the right knee. Let's come to our tree. So to make it funky, we're going to give ourselves a little lean toward that knee. Spread your branches. Bigger challenge on the balance. Bring it back center. Let the leg go off. Open up the arms for star. Beautiful. Bring the foot in. Let's fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop it out. And relax into down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, move to high plank. Lifting right leg off, 3-legged staff here. We're going to cross that leg behind the left. See if you can bring toes down to the ground and do a little shift over for side plank. So ankles are crossed here. Bring it back center. See if you can bring that foot back. And push back to down dog. Breathe. Inhaling to look forward. Step or hop your way up. Release to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Bend the knees, roll to the top. Inhaling at the top, taking our funky tree. Now on the left or right foot, balance into the right, open the left, let it come up. Take a little tilt over toward the right. Open up the arms. Very nice. Bring it back center. Open that leg off. Let's take our star. Beautiful. Everything down to the center. Relax into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it down. Hands to the mat. Step or hop it back. Push to down dog. Inhaling, move to your high plank. And left leg lifts, 3-legged staff. Hold a moment. Then we're going to cross that leg over the right. Bring the toes down. Let yourself come to side plank with a crossed ankle. Bring it back to the center. Uncross the legs. Push back down dog. Breathe. So working a little bit with one foot on the ground at a time to prep for our wild thing. The other thing we're going to want is to open up our shoulders. So let's come down to our knees. Sit it back. Bring the arms back. We're going to interlace the fingers. Open the chest. Hold it back. Lift to the knees. See if you can keep the arch in your spine. Go ahead, release the arms, reach it up. Step the left foot forward. Tucking back toes, let's lift high lunge. Bring the arms down to cactus, bending those elbows. Twist it to the left. Take it further if you want. Try and reach that left arm back to the thigh. Open the right arm straight. Bring it back center. Release to the mat. Step that left leg out, three-legged dog. Foot coming down. Release back to the knees. Sit it back into heroes. Interlace the fingers. Pull them down and out. Open up the chest. Lift up. Find your back bend. Maybe come a little bit deeper. Release to the center. Very nice. Hands to the heart. Right leg steps up. Tuck the back toes. We're lifting to high lunge. Open it up to cactus. And we twist to the right. Knees are still facing forward. If you want to try your funky twist, bring that right arm back. Let's lean into it. Reaching toward that thigh. Amazing job, guys. Bring it back center. Release the hands. Right leg is stepping out into three-legged dog. Give yourself a breath. Bring the foot down. Let's shift high plank. We're going to come all the way down to the mat now on our bellies. Lift it up to cobra. Roll the shoulders away. Pull those elbows into the rib cage. Let it down. Working our backs a little bit. We're going to press into our child's pose just for one breath. Then move it back through, down to the mat. Lift to cobra. Come a little higher. Let it down. Press it through, down, child's pose. Bringing it back over, lower to the mat. Let's make it harder, guys. Reach the arms back. Interlace the fingers. Pull them back, let the chest lift in a flying snake. Maybe even letting the feet come up. Squeeze those abs. Bring it down. Let it go. Press back to child's pose. Lifting up. Bring it down last time. Let's reach it back. Interlace the fingers. Pull them down over the glutes. Lift the chest up. Let the legs lift. Bring it down. Hands by the rib cage. We're going to press all the way to down dog now. Bringing that forward fold in. Look up between the hands. Big step or hop to the top. Relax to fold. Now bring the hands all the way down to the mat and just walk the feet out. Pressing the heels down one at a time. Go ahead, bring the feet still. Let's inhale, sweep up to the top. Exhale down into your chair. Hands into the heart. Let's lift to the toes in a balanced chair. Gently lower down all the way to toe balance pose. Hands between the knees. We're taking our balanced butterfly. Draw those heels together. Turn the toes out so the knees open wide. And gently lift up. Perfect job. I have my screen here in front of me so I can see you guys. Doing amazing. Bring the hands down. Bring the knees close. Let's step or hop it back. Come to high plank. Left leg lifts. Three-legged step. We're gonna take it a little different. We're gonna press back into a three-legged dog from here. Keep that leg afloat. Transfer back to your high plank. Leave the leg floating though. Three-limb staff. Foot comes down. Right foot lifts, three-limb staff. Press through the arms, bring it back, three-legged dog. Moving back to three-limb staff, shift over. Bring the foot down, very nice. Press to down dog. Let's walk it out. Looking forward between the hands. Take it to the top. Release into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Soft bend in the knees. Roll to the top. Let's inhale, reach. Exhale to chair. Gorgeous job. Lift up onto the toes. Balance chair. Bring it down. Toe balance. Little challenge here. We're gonna see if we get balance here and let the left leg come out long. Come back a little. You can see. Into a side lunge. You might need to bring hands down or even come a little higher. Do what feels right in your body. Let that foot come back. Let's take it to the other side. Breathe, balance, and then move. Very good, take your time. All right, bring it back to center. Take a breath, let yourself feel balanced, then move. Hands to the mat, release to a fold. Let's bend the knees, take a ragdoll here. So upper body's loose, give yourself a sway side to side. Nod the head yes, shake it no. Loosening the neck. Roll yourself up to the top. Release into mountain. Let the shoulders open. Let the palms open forward. Breathing in that sweet morning air. And we're going to move into our wild thing practice from here. So take a moment just to take a look at me. I know some of you already have your wild thing, but for those of us who don't, we're gonna come from down dog. So we'll flow through all the way to our down dog. And we're gonna lift into our three-legged dog, just like we've been doing. But this time we're gonna bend the knee and let the hip open. So we're gonna point that knee out. Look out under the armpit. So from here, you're just gonna let that foot fall back. So it looks scarier than it is. Once you get it, you'll be surprised. Now, once you're here, let me turn this way so you can see. Once you're here, you wanna take the opposite arm off, but you also wanna lift the chest open. So we're rotating through that shoulder. Open the chest, reach it back then. All right, so the first step is gonna be just getting that turn in the body. After that, find your balance to lift and open as much as you can. From there, we can work on taking some little playful changes to it. All right, so let's take it from our mountain. We're gonna flow through, so we're all coming into it together. Loosen up the wrists a bit. Inhale, let's reach high. Exhale to fold. Step or hop your way back into your down dog. All right, let's start with the right leg. Lift it up, three-legged dog. Bend in the knee. We're gonna open the hip and look out under that armpit so you see, you don't want to be looking down at the mat. You want to be looking out and away. You can see your foot behind you. Let it drop back. Nice and gentle. Once you're here, pull that chest open. Press through the legs to lift the hips out. Bend into it as much as you can. Wild thing. Gorgeous. Amazing job, guys. That right hand down. We're going to swing the right leg over. Make it back into our down dog. Inhale, move to high plank. Lower to the mat. Lift to a little cobra. Just a little one. Let it down. Let's press back to child's pose for 3 breaths. While you're in child's pose, bend the elbows. Let's bring the palms together in prayer over the back of your neck. This is giving the shoulders a nice little release and the wrists and the hands before we come into our next wild thing. Go ahead, let the hands down. Spread those fingers wide, lifting up. Let's come to down dog again. All right, let's take it to the left leg rising, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee. Let that hip open as you look out into the armpit. Gently let the foot come back. Opening up when you get there. Open as much as you can. Amazing job. Bring it back to center. Left hand down and then the body untwist as well. Looking to the top of the mat, let's step it up to our fold. Take a moment, release out the wrists. Slowly roll your way to the top. Beautiful job, guys. You'll see the more you do your wild thing, the more confident you get. You'll get that balance into the arm and you can play around with the position a little bit. I'll give you some examples of this if you want to play with them, test them out. We're just going to play in wild thing for a couple minutes here. So when I'm come into my wild thing, I lift open my chest. Maybe I want to play a little bit more. I could maybe take this foot further back to make a bigger shape. I could try lifting the leg off a little bit, point it out long. Maybe your opposite foot, you want to try lifting up. Whoop. And fall out of it. All right, so you can really just play with what you have. You want to try a couple different shapes. If your wild thing has gotten, some of us have had our wild thing a little while. You could take the challenge up a notch, or just simply keep pressing through the hips, trying to open up the chest. So take a couple little tries of it here. I'm just gonna take a peek at you guys as you're practicing. Lovely, lovely. Oh, yes. Very good, Ashley. Jennifer, very nice. Oh, Katya, perfect. Yes, nice open chest. Leslie, looking very good. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Vivian, I can only see your hand, but I think it looks great. There we go. Jennifer, think about twisting a little more, letting the chest open. Perfect, Vivian. Yes. Very nice. Let's go ahead, come down to our child's pose. Man, y'all nailed it. Looking very good. Let's relax down into our child's pose. Let's let those wrists get a little break. Reach the arms long. If you want to take your prayer pose again, feel free. And we're going to let it go. Let's come seated onto the mat. So for our wild thing, you can feel, it takes a lot in your hips, your shoulders, and your spine. So we did a nice warm up on the spine. We're going to come a little more into our hips and shoulders before we close out our class. So let's come to our cobbler's pose. Take a hold of the ankles. Give a little flutter to the legs. Sit up nice and straight. And then bringing the knees still, let's take a little fold forward. Rolling your way up. And we're going to come to our cow face pose. So the bottom knee is going to come under. Try and make it point forward toward the top of the mat instead of out. The opposite leg, we're going to make the same formation and we're going to try and just cross them one over the other. So ultimately, you want to try and line up the knees together as much as you can. This is a big opening in the outer hips. If it doesn't feel good, let the feet come out a little wider or the knee a little further. Ultimately, we want to line the knees and pull those feet into the hips. For the arms, our cow face is going to be a big shoulder stretch down the back. So we're opening the right arm up because right leg is on top, and we drop it back. Left arm's going to reach back and behind, and we're going to take it so the palm is facing out, and then just walk those hands together. This is a pretty big shoulder opener here. If you can't quite reach, use your sock or strap or whatever you have to kind of bridge that gap so you can pull the hands together as much as they can come and get a good stretch there. So that's your full cow face. We're going to hold here 3 more breaths. Let it go. Unwrap the legs. Take them out long for our staff. Big breath in. Exhale to fold. Reach out for staff fold. Rolling your way up. Let's take it to the other side. The right leg's going to bend under. Try and point the knee forward as much as you can. And then let the left one stack. Pulling those feet in as close to the hips as they'll allow. So if it hurts, please let them be wide. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to reach the left arm over first this time. And then reach the right hand, palm facing out. Walk the hands together. Again, use your strap here if you need. One side might be able to do it and the other not. It's very common. Breathe. One more breath. Let it go. Let's take a nice shake out of the shoulders. Open up the legs. Give them a shake. And let's bring it down, guys. Coming onto the back. Let's pull knees into the chest. Take your rock side to side. Massage out that spine. Supine twist. Let the knees fall to the left. Right arm opens. And turn your head right.
No more secrets.
Breathe.
Come as you tradition, nothing by the book. All you need is courage, have the strength to look.
Bring
There's
it
no
back
more
to the middle.
pretending. You can't measure in
Legs
this
fall
life.
right. And open your
Just walk
arm
through the
and
doorway.
gaze to the left.
Just follow the tune. I see
Breathe,
your
let
golden
yourself melt
patches.
in.
It is perfectly arranged. Here
Get some beautiful
is no
mobility for your
worry,
back today,
letting go of
your
shame.
hips,
We sit in pure
your upper
absence,
body. You're going to feel really
without
nice and
expectation.
stretched out today.
Pure
Just
absence,
enjoy your relaxation.
without expectation. Let us share, don't be scared.
Moving back to the middle.
Come on
Let's
in,
take it out to
everything will be
Shavasana.
alright. Coming true for something new.
Just go
What's the
loose, go
lose?
heavy.
All we gotta do is try. Let us share, don't be scared.
We're just going to enjoy the
Come
stillness
on
for a
in,
couple minutes,
everything will be alright. Coming true for something
letting
new.
go
What's the
all the
lose? All we
stress
gotta
of the
do
week.
is try. Let us share,
Let it melt
don't
away
be
here,
scared. Come on in, everything will be alright.
carrying peace
Coming true for something new.
and joy into your
What's the
weekend.
lose? All we gotta do is try. Let us share, don't be scared. Come on in, everything will be alright. Coming true for something new. What's the lose? All we gotta do is try. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright.
Go ahead, bring your attention back to my voice. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Let it out with a sigh. And let the fingers and toes move. Let the head rock. Stretch the arms up. And bring the feet back onto the mat. Take a little roll to your side. And then bring yourself back up. Coming seated. Taking a moment to bring hands into the heart. Giving yourself gratitude. And sending gratitude for the strength in your body, the willingness, the strength of your mind to decide to come work on your practice and your well-being today. Bring our hands to the forehead, sending our thanks to each other for sharing your practice this beautiful Saturday together. Thank you all for being here. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye. Have a great
Elizabeth.
day.
That was super.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for being here. Bye.
Thank you very much. That was lovely. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks so much.